Testing, testing. How loud is this? Hello, hello, how loud am I? Can anybody hear me? How long is this gonna take? I could probably be turned up. Where does this thing go? This is already on 3. Okay. Well, I'll just put it right here then. This is already on 3. Okay. Okay, now that's... Oh, man, that's loud now. I'll turn down the sensitivity. All right, cool. Wait. Now that's... Oh, man, that's loud. Okay, how loud am I now? Am I like at a good volume level? Testing, testing, testing. Da-da-da-da-da. Hello. Okay, I sound like I'm at a decent volume level at this point. Okay, so, hello. I don't know if anybody's actually watching this. Yeah, okay, there's a chat. Sorry, I've never really done this before. Okay, so today what I'm trying to do is I am making a procedural galaxy. You might be saying, I'm going to turn that anime music down a little bit. So it looks like this is, we've already got the basic structure of the galaxy down. I'm not sure how I can see like how many people are watching this stream or if anybody's even watching it. Hold on a sec. You can make it a little bit louder, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, I just turned it up to -3 decibels, so that's yeah. Hopefully that's loud. Okay, so anyways, so right now this stream won't be very long. This is just a demo. I'm just doing this until my girlfriend gets home, and I'm gonna get off. But so I threw together a little script here to generate a spiral galaxy, and it needs to be cleaned up. But basically, all that we're doing is in 3JS. If you're not familiar with 3JS, it's a wrapper around WebGL, which is just like a 3D rendering thing. And so if you've ever used OpenGL, it's very similar. But here I'm creating a sphere geometry and a standard material, which is just like a white circle. Then I'm creating some spiral arms, an outer core, and an inner core. And just to show you what this looks like, the outer core kind of provides like a... It's going to take a while to reload because of the... because it's having to load stuff. It's loading external JavaScript right now. So the outer core kind of provides like a cohesive connection between the inner core and these spiral arms. So that's why the outer core is there. And now if we come back here, we'll see that... There we go. Good thing it had that stuff cached. So you can see there's like more of a connection between the inner core and the outer core here. And so how I'm actually doing this is actually really simple. This is like probably like what, less than 100 lines of code. So this is where most of the stuff is happening. I have a Gaussian random number generator, which is just, if you know what a Gaussian is, it's just like a probability distribution. It's just like a, if you ever see like an IQ curve or whatever, or like how many hot dogs the average person can eat, most people fall into like the average. So in the X and Y, I just give it like a different distribution than the Z. So I don't know how to explain it. Basically, there's going to be a lot more stars in the middle than there are towards the outside. It's going to be rare for stars to be towards the outside. And then using some of that basic math, create like the shape of the galaxy with that, like the distribution of stars within the galaxy. And I have this little spiral function here, which, like, similar to a real galaxy, the further you are away from the center of rotation, the more like trailing behind you are. So that's how I achieve this little spiral effect. So yeah, so that's what I've got done so far. This is like after probably an hour of just messing around. And what I would like to do is I would like to add what's called bloom. And I can't really talk about it because I'm not very familiar with it as a concept. Like, I'm sure that the algorithm is probably just like you apply some sort of like nearest neighbor thing where light kind of bleeds out, but I've never really messed with it before. And the effect that I'm trying to get is galaxy map. This is kind of what I want, where like once you see when you're zoomed out, all the stars kind of bleed together and it makes the galaxy look a lot more full. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And then I'm going to try and stream the creation of most of this. What I'd like to do is have each of these little solar systems, as you zoom in, it increases in resolution. You can see the solar system and go into the planets, kind of like how a 3D quad map works, where out here we're pretty low res, and then as we zoom in, we increase our resolution, and that way we're not like loading all of the assets in at once. And you see if we go out here, it's like, it looks like shit. So yeah, so right now I've never dealt with 3JS's post-processing pipeline, so I'm looking through some other people's code, and let's see, is there anybody even in this chat? Okay, there's like 2 people watching, so I'm not talking to myself. Sorry, what was I gonna say? So I'm not really used to dealing with post-processing in any like render, like even in Unity, so I'm trying to see how they're doing this. So they create a WebGL renderer, and I believe I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, so create a WebGL renderer, tone mapping. They use a Reinhardt tone mapping. I don't know if that really matters all that much. I'm not really familiar with what this tone mapping thing is. I just use Filmic tone mapping because it was required for like a specific sun shader that I was using in a previous project. Actually, the project that I just showed. Unreal Bloom Pass. Okay, so GLTF loader. Okay, that is a thing. Exposure, bloom, threshold, bloom, strength. So it looks like this is render scene. Const render scene equals new render pass scene camera. So it looks like this is really the bit that we want. Mixer.update delta. Okay, that's irrelevant. composer, const bloom pass. Okay, yeah. So let's take a look at render pass. I think am I importing something like that? Yeah. So camera add. So just to start, I'm gonna come in here and put this. I'm really just like copying and pasting from Stack Overflow is what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna throw this in here and then I'm gonna read the docs afterwards, because I think it would be kind of boring if I was just like reading documentation. Okay, that didn't work. So let's read on. Let's see what pieces they're using. Unreal Bloom Pass. 3 add-ons post-processing Unreal Bloom Pass. Okay, so let's read a little bit about that. Okay, no, that's that's the same page that I was on. Okay, let's see. Effect Composer. Used to implement post-processing effects in Three.js. Class manages a post-processing advanced Unreal Bloom. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So what are they doing here? Add pass, render scene, add pass, bloom pass. Okay. So this is just chaining together all of our different stuff. Do I need to have a specific, the Reinhardt tone mapping? No. Okay. So let's take a look at, there's ambient light. There might be material. Right now, what I'm trying to figure out is where this light source is coming from. Like, I don't understand why the, I should probably learn more about this, right? But I'm not sure why this thing is shiny like this. I guess it's not emissive. It is just being illuminated by something. And to be fair, I don't know if there's any illumination in here. We have lighting. We have an ambient light, new 3 ambient light, new 3 point light. I don't think the point light matters. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Window, add event listener. Request animation frame, update, composer dot. Okay. So, function animate request, animation frame, render. So maybe in our render function here, render.render, maybe it's composer.render. Because I guess we do need to do the post-processing. Whoa. Okay, here we go. So here's our bloom effect. Did they do? I think they turned anti-aliasing off over here. anti-alias true. Okay. That's probably why theirs looks better than ours. Okay. Here we go.